So there's cause for a big celebration today, but not just because it is Super Bowl Sunday. It turns out there are 28 other reasons. Curious? We're going to explain next. It is time to talk about some change makers. And now, this Black History Month, one organization is shining a light on not one, but 28 of them. ColorComm is celebrating over 24 history-making Black women in the communications industry, some of whom I'm so excited to have on this list. So joining me right now, Lauren Wesley Wilson, founder and CEO of ColorComm Incorporated. Okay, let's see, Rashida Jones, Joy Reid, Kristen Welker, and just because I love saying the name of Karine Jean-Pierre, I love these women, and there's so many others as well. But talk to me, Lauren, as I say welcome. By the way, I'm really excited to put this one on the air. Talk about the importance of putting this group together and the kind of work that these women are doing.
Well, first of all, thank you so much for having me, Alex. We're still in the first week of Black History Month, and it's so great to be here. Man, it was really hard to narrow it down to 28 women, 28 days of Black History Month. And we want to celebrate the extraordinary accomplishments of these women over the past year. You've named so many great women. Some of these women are first to hold their position ever. You mentioned Rashida Jones, president of MSNBC, first Black woman to hold this position. Amanda Gorman is on this list. She will be at the Super Bowl tonight. First, America's Youth Poet Laureate speaking at the Super Bowl. This is extraordinary, and we're so thrilled to recognize these women in this capacity. It was not easy to narrow it down.
I can imagine, but each one gets an entire day of focus to themselves, if you want to look at it that way. Well deserved. So in addition to the first that you mentioned, Lauren, Joy Reid, first Black woman to anchor a primetime cable news show. Simone Sanders becoming the first Black woman to serve as chief communications spokesperson for the first Black Vice President, Kamala Harris. Kristen Welker, she was the first Black woman to moderate a presidential debate, which she just absolutely kicked ass and took names when she did that. It was amazing. Can you talk about the importance of representation, how important it is for young Black girls to see these women in these roles?
It's so important for young Black women to see what they can be one day. But equally as important is for all communities to see the extraordinary accomplishments of these Black women. You know, so often there's conversations of not knowing where to find amazing talent, people of color. And this is it. ColorComm is one source and resource to find people of color in leadership. So it's so important that we all take notice of the extraordinary accomplishments of these women.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean, I have my ideas. I actually know why hiring diversity is so important in this national communications industry, whether it is on cable news or whether it is in politics or in advocacy, any of these things. But I want to hear it from you. Why do you think it is so important?
Listen, diversity yields a better product, a better service. And we also need to represent the stakeholders that we serve. America's diverse. Our corporations, our board need to reflect that. It's not an excuse. And I think now is the time to really hold companies accountable who say they want to make change. This is it. The time is now. And I hope that this moment is not just a moment, but real call for action and change. Yeah.
Lauren, this is great for the month of February. How do you keep this alive for the other 11 months of the year?
That's a great question. Well, ColorComm, we're the nation's leading women's platform addressing diversity inclusion across the communications, marketing, and advertising arena. So our work just does not stop in February. It's all year long. We represent all women of color and women as well. And so from our professional membership organization, from recruiting to retention, there's a number of services that we offer all year long to continue the work that we're doing.
Well, amen to all that. Lauren Wesley Wilson, congratulations on being the founder and CEO of ColorComm Incorporated. But thank you very much for being with me as well. This was just great. I love honoring these terrific women. Thank you.